Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thornton Farm, where today we are going to be stacking up the Heston bales. Got the Manitou out, we've got the Kotek fork on the front. We're going to be very careful with how we do this because last time I tried stacking the bales here it didn't end too well at all. Or too well at all, even. Let's get the secondary spikes out of the bales, and there we go. First pair of bales has been stacked. We got a nice kind of a pre-stack going over here, which should help us reasonably well. Let's see, come on, just swing this in. It's not gonna work, is it? This should work a bit better. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna stack too high on the trailer for now, just because I don't trust how the trailer is gonna work. I don't particularly trust it all that much. So I think this is going to be the best option. Careful. Careful. Don't knock the bales off. Don't knock the bales off. Okay, this is going to be one of those videos where I'm very nervous throughout and possibly very quiet. Because this is something that needs to get done. There we go. We need to get these bales into storage, so this does need to get done both as quickly as possible and as neatly as possible. So I gotta be very careful how I go about doing this. Careful. There we go. Little lift just to make sure they don't get stuck on the ground. Do I want to try and go 4 high? Is the real question, because I don't think anything is going to be capable of moving these bales if they're 4 high. I don't even think that the straps will be capable of handling the bales that high, but let's just see what happens if I were to go 4 high. I'm going to put this one stack here 4 high and pop the straps on to see what would happen. Well, number one, it's going to be insanely tall. I could go 3 high, possibly without much of an issue. Because it's going to be... I could definitely go 3 high. What happens if I put on a strap there? The straps can go 4 high. Screw it, let's go for 4 high then. If the straps can do it, that means we can have some semblance of control over the bales. Now it's going to be really top heavy, so we're going to have to be very careful with how quickly we drive. It's going to be a very slow drive back to the yard. But so long as we can get the bales on and strapped down, we should, in theory, be good. He says, hopefully. Because I'd like to get all the bales over in as few trips as possible, and stacking these 4 high, while stupid, because I'll have to destack them to even get them off the trailer, because I don't have a fork capable of, you know, lifting 4 Hestons tall. Well, I do. This thing could, in theory, do it, but I'd be very tight on the top and bottom. Okay, so let's get this lined up. There we go. That is the least stable looking pile of bales I have ever in my life seen on a trailer. But it should stay. It's strapped down, so it should be somewhat stable. Hopefully, maybe. And one thing we do need to get is actually a feed mixer for the cows that'll be arriving soon. Oh, this is a really terrible idea. And I am fully aware that it is a terrible idea, but I'm doing it anyway, because why not? I'm gonna go with this to this side over here. I've no doubts this is going to come crashing down at some point, but I'm hoping it all comes crashing down in the yard as opposed to in the field, because if it's in the yard I can at the very least faff about with it for a while. If it's in the field, that's kind of an unmitigated disaster. There we go. 2 more bales. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's taller than the combine. This is going to be very, very fun indeed. Because I get the feeling it's going to end up in bales going everywhere, somewhere on the farm. And I'm just hoping that somewhere isn't this field. I'm kind of hoping it's also not the yard, but do you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. If they're gonna go everywhere somewhere, I hope it's in the yard. Because at least there I can somewhat save things. But yeah, this is gonna... I don't think there's any way this can go well with this many bales stacked this high. And on a bit of a slope, as I've just noticed. Okay, so we got our second set of 4 bales wide here. Or, well, 2 wide, 2 high. I'm just gonna give these a couple of nudges so that they are securely towards the middle of the trailer. This stack doesn't want to move. In fact, this stack only wants to come off the trailer. Do not fall off the trailer now. Oh, that stack had some friction with the stack that I've already strapped down. That would explain at least some of it. Okay, that's as far as it wants to go. Come on. Be nice to me, bales, please. I've done nothing to anger you today. I've been nothing but nice to you, and you're being mean to me, bales. Come on, just get that in. Nudged over. That'll do. There we go. Whew. So we're gonna have to leave it. Do you know what? We don't need to leave it. No. I don't want to leave a bit of a gap between the bales, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something that's a bit risky here. A bit stupid. That is, pop the end of the telehandler over the railing at the end of the trailer and see if I can't get the boom far enough out that I can just nudge the bales forward a bit. That's not ideal, but that'll do. I'd like them to be even closer, but that'll have to do. I don't want to find out how tall or how high the straps will go. I think 4 high is too much as is, so we're gonna make do with this is gonna end badly. We're gonna make do with how it is. And we're still gonna need to make 2 trips anyway, it looks like. Because even with what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna be smart and just pop these bales onto the end of the trailer before I do any more strapping or stacking 4 high. It looks like we won't actually be able to get the... Yeah, we're only gonna get half of the secondary pre-stack onto this trailer. Which means that the next trailer won't be stacked 4 high, which is slightly less concerning. But it also means that we're gonna have to, well, take the bales off the trailer today. Which, I'll just say I don't have much confidence that it's going to go well. Because I tend to be a bit eager with the throttle at times. Put it that way. This is going to be a disaster somewhere on the farm. There's a part of me wondering if I can get more bales on if I were to give the bales currently on there a nudge. Because now I don't need to extend the boom as far to get the bales nudged down the trailer. I'm gonna give it a try and hope that it doesn't end too badly. Okay, so step 1 is line this all up. It's about as lined up as it can be. Step 2 is drive forward slowly. Now I won't be able to... Do you know what? I might be able to fit more bales. Although I think, just looking at it now, what I am going to have to do is that. Because I'm going to need to get the extra bales right in... Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake, because now I've got to try and get the additional bales to make it 4 high on top of the existing 2 high stacks, and right beside the already quite unstable looking 4 high stack. I think I've made a bit of a miscalculation here, but let's see what happens. Let's see how badly this goes. Because here's the bit where it gets really quite nerve-wracking. And it looks like we've got our first set of 2 bales. Ooh. On the trailer. So 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 bales on the trailer. 18 Hestons. 18 tons of straw. And we're going to be moving up to 20 tons right about now. I don't know if the well, the trailer suspension is going to be flattened by the end of this, I think, regardless. But I don't think the trailer is going to stand up too well. I don't know if the hitch can actually handle what, 24 tons of straw being on the back. I think 183 kilos. That's significantly less straw than I anticipated, so it's only actually about 2 tons of straw. Well, in that case, it'll definitely be able to handle it. In fact, it's significantly lighter than I kind of feared. Because I had anticipated on each of these bales being about a ton. If they're only couple hundred kilos, it's not nearly as bad. I'm gonna have to be very, very careful how I do this, because I need to nudge these 4 in a bit. And the same with the original stack of 4, which could cause all sorts of problems. Just gonna watch over the side to make sure that it's not going too wrong. Okay, that'll do. That's actually perfect. Whew. Okay, time to get the last 4 bales onto the stack before we start moving. And this is where it gets very nervous for me. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking of something here that might just work. I don't know if I've got the reach, but what I'm considering, stupid know as it is putting another 2 bales on top of the current stacks in the middle. Now, I don't know how well that's gonna work, if at all, but that's currently what I've got in mind. So to make it 6 high in spots, that won't work. That just won't work. Although what I can do for the second load is not need to worry anywhere near as much, because it'll just be, well, 8 bales. as opposed to the what, 8, 16, 24 bales that we'll be moving this time. 2.4 tons, well, 2.5 tons of straw. And there's a part of me thinking we could even fit more than that on, but I don't think that'd be a wise move on my part. This is what happens when I'm left to do things on my own accord. Things go wrong, and I make stupid plans and play stupid games for stupid prizes. Now, I haven't got a stupid prize yet, which is both simultaneously concerning and pleasing. Oh, there was very nearly the stupid prize. Okay. Final 2 bales to go onto the trailer are on the trailer. Now we strap this down like it's the Pope, because oh my god, that does not look stable. Hopefully, and in a best case scenario here, the Manitou can actually pull the trailer. Because I neglected to bring a tractor to this field. The Manitou cannot pull the trailer. Need to get a tractor. Preferably a slow one. Fast track will do, because it's relatively nearby. Now this is going to be a slow funeral style procession with the fast track, because I don't trust the bales. I don't trust the bales at all. Is it even the bales that I don't trust, or is it the center of gravity of the... It's more the center of gravity of the trailer that I don't trust, I think. Because the bales will stay where they are. They're strapped down, they're nice and tight and cinched in. The center of gravity, however, is somewhere in the middle of that bale stack. Which, I'm just realizing I have to bring the telehandler back over to the yard as well. Oh, that doesn't look good for the tires. Okay. Here goes nothing. And all the bales at the same time. If I can detangle my foot from all the wires down there. Okay, here we go. Forward gear, please. So in what could be regarded as super slow motion, we're off. With 24 Heston bales. They are dwarfing the tractor. They're stacked so high. Here's our first problem, is this corner, because this is gonna potentially tilt the trailer. It has tilted the trailer. Okay, not the end of the world, because we can just get the Manitou. Actually, that was one of the better places it could have fallen over. I get the feeling we'll be using the Manitou as a rescue vehicle for... well, on a few occasions today, let's put it that way. On our way back to the yard. Let's get this back upright. Okay, we're going to... Oh no! There's my stupid prize. The trailer's flipped. And I can't do anything about it. I've got to keep the bales on, because otherwise they'll be all over the road. There is no good way of getting at this, I think. Come on. I've got an idea. If I pull the JCB forwards, oh my god, that didn't work at all because now the trailer's just. I think I've made things worse. Actually, potentially a lot better because now we can. Oh, I just need some Benny Hill music and then this will be perfect. Now I need to come around the back of the shop and pull the trailer up using the bales. So this isn't good for the bales at all. But then again, the bales are straw and kind of worthless, so maybe it doesn't matter all that much. But the joy of this is, because I've grabbed the top bale, it's going to act as a pivot. And I can just give it a good old-fashioned nudge like that. It'll self-right and don't flip the other way. Oh my god, that is the most worrying thing I've seen in a while. Okay, here we go again. This is probably as fast as I'm willing to drive this. This is 6.5 kilometers an hour, 7 kilometers an hour. And we're gonna go back to the yard like this. Now, just because it's gonna take a little while, I'm gonna end the video here, and I think in the next video we'll do something completely different because I don't want to drive this the whole way back to the yard today. This is something that I think is fitting for a live stream, is trying to deal with this. In fact, because we're having to drive so slowly and we're going to be flipping so much, I think it's only fair we have the hazard lights on, because we are a moving hazard. Okay, careful. Careful. Okay. We've made it around the corner. Do you know, I'm gonna drive the rest of the way back to the yard. This is gonna be a little bit of a long drive, I think. Yeah, we're on a bit of a straight here, so we can up the speed. Just back off for this corner, which is gonna be very, very light turning. Can I get my track out on here so you can see what I'm seeing, or what the driver would be seeing in this situation, and see how much I'm moving the wheel. So this is dead center, and this is cornering. Yeah, I'm just kind of hinting at the way I want to go, because I don't trust this thing to not flip. Okay, here's where we start dropping speed off, because we're going to need to go around this corner about 3 kilometers an hour. We're going to take this corner as slowly as we possibly can, and as wide as we possibly can. Okay, there we go. We're turned in. We're committed to the corner. haven't given myself enough room to turn. Okay. This should actually be a better way of doing it. Come on. Don't clip the wall. If you clip the wall, you're flipping. Okay, we did clip the wall, but it's fine, mostly. Come on. Stay upright. Just a few more minutes. This is going to be a fun one with the gates in the way. I need to turn left here, and this is going to be off camber. This is a really good chance of a flip at any speed, and we flipped. So what caused that flip was this little hill here, because as we were turning up, the you can see the trailer kind of got at the flipping angle. And I think that's a good place to leave the video today. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Thornton Farm. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.